Hello, it's Wednesday, so it must be Woolly Hats Wednesday Whips. I'll take my glasses off. I have just videoed this, but my phone ran out of space, so I stopped halfway through, so I've got to do it all over again. Anyway, I shall try not to forget the wonderful words that I said before. So today is a day for doing knitting and crochet. It's a bit drizzly outside. I can sit in here, watch the birds on the bird feeder and have a jolly good, nice, restful time. So what am I doing? Well, I've got three projects on the go at the moment. One is a sock, which I've shown you before, which is the Falklands, no it's not, it's mohair and wenslydale wool from a place in Whistlebare, in Northumberland called Whistlebare. And they grow their own sheep and goats and therefore make their own yarn, which is fantastic. The big project I'm doing at the moment is a baby blanket because, as I might have said before, we've got some babies from arriving in the, not us personally, some babies arriving in the next month or so I'm busy doing baby blankets. So the first one I'm using Peep from West Yorkshire Spinners, a mixture of Falkland and nylon, and that is gorgeous. It's lovely and soft. Works it really well, and the great thing is it's washable, so mums can wash the blanket once the baby has messed it up. Anyway, as babies do. So it's I'm doing lots of different squares with different animals on. So, well, sea animals. So it's a sea theme. So there's a crab, there's a jellyfish, there's a walrus. I do like the walrus. A fish, a seal. So there's 5 animals, and I'll be doing 6 of each, and that'll make a lovely blanket for a baby. Not too big, but big enough to cover prams and things like that. So that's what I'm doing there. It's really good stuff. The only thing is that once you get to the bit sewing on bits, then you have to concentrate. So the squares took not a lot of time, but the finishing off always takes time, but it's worth taking your time because that's what makes the blanket. So that's that one. And then the other project is this one, which is a basket weave crochet. So this is using trebles round the post, or post stitches, or raised trebles, sometimes they're called that, depending whether you're English or American. So I'm doing 4 of each and then alternating it every 4 rows, and that gives quite a nice pattern. The yarn is something I bought, I think it was a couple of years ago from Aldi, and it's chunky yarn, and it was promoted as baby yarn. But I've tried to knit things with it, but it was quite hard to knit with. So I was going to give it away as part of my January stash busting clearing exercise, but I thought I'd have a go at this, so I've tried a few rows and it's coming out quite nicely. So I'm quite sure where this will end up, but it's the kind of project that I can just leave by the seat and pick up and do a bit, and I don't have to focus, unlike the little fiddly bits on the blanket. So that's keeping me entertained. So those are my 3 projects. Do let me know what you're up to. Big shout out to my neighbour Jill and her daughter Faye. They sent me a little text the other day saying, help, we want some wool to do some knits and hats. And although Jill is an experienced knitter, I think Faye's a new one. So I sent over some yarn and some needles and a pattern, and they've made 2 hats. Well, Faye's made 2 hats, so that's brilliant. Well done, Faye. It's always good to keep occupied at times like this, and knitting and crochet, no matter how simple, is a really good way. And you know, even if you're knitting for others, don't be put off by trying to do something complicated. A simple pattern done well is appreciated by anybody who gets a hand knit. So do get on your hooks and your needles, and do share what you're up to, because it's lovely to see what you're doing. So yes, so that's it. So you can subscribe to this Woolly Hats Wednesday Whips, and it's free of charge on YouTube. Just look for Woolly Hattie and you won't miss an episode. You can look back and see what I've been doing and see where I've repeated myself and all that kind of stuff, so that'll be good to do. Other parish notices are, as I said last week, I've postponed all my classes, but if you wish to join any of them, please let me know, and then I can send you an email as soon as I have dates. I've got quite a lot of interest in the sock school and learn to crochet, so if you or anybody else would like to do that, then let me know. I've also got quite a few people for next steps in crochet, and I suspect that the granny square one will be quite popular as well, the fancy granny squares. So do let me know, and I can make sure that you are the first to know when I've got a date. So I think that is all for me at the moment. Have a wonderful week, and show us what you're up to. See you next week. Bye.